Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Easy on Me podcast. I'm Oksana.
I'm Tiara.
And this podcast is about navigating through life and all of its obstacles, Because life be life and it don't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. 97.9, the box.
Whoa. Yeah, because we from Houston. Come on, don't play. Yes. So,
what it is and what it ain't.
What it is and what it ain't of the week. What it is for you, Tiara?
What it is we got to celebrate our friend's birthday over the weekend. That was a beautiful time.
Beautiful time.
Laughter.
Support.
You know what I mean? So that was really fun to spend time with everybody and just connect and have some drinks.
Have some drinks, yes. That was the best part about it. Joey Uptown, that's what it is for the week. We went to Joey Uptown for Diamond's birthday. Happy birthday, Diamond.
Happy birthday.
It was great. I'm going to have to rate it a 10 out of 10. That's just me, And I feel like I know good food, and that was some good food.
What'd you order?
I ordered the Cajun chicken with potato salad, and it looked like it was kale on the bottom. But that's all I ate was the kale and the potato salad. Warm potato salad with bacon. I love anything with bacon on it is good.
Oh, it's warm potato salad?
Yeah, because it's not like the yellow potato salad that they... You know what a salad... I mean, if you look up the definition of a salad, it's just a mixture of things. And that's all it was. It had like corn, potatoes, bacon.
Bacon.
I give you bacon. Breakfast in bed, y'all. But yeah, no, Joey Uptown, 10 out of 10. They were great. Spending the weekend with my girls were great. You know, it was definitely needed. Good times. Now, the what it ain't. The what it ain't for the week, for my life these past few months, let's say that, is the lack of motivation.
Both of our lives.
To do
anything.
Especially after my granny passed away, I feel like it just got even worse. Like, I just be want to do nothing.
And it's no reason. I mean, that's a reason, though. That's a reason.
It was bad before that. It's like, like I was going to the gym on a regular before she passed, but last week I didn't see the gym and the gym didn't see me. Well, it saw me one day, but I'm going to get back on it. I got to get back on it.
So, like, how do we work through that? What are we going to do?
Just get up, bro. Get up and get out of your head.
That is true. Getting out of your head for sure.
For sure. So
I have a quote, excuse me, from the illustrious Tiara Johnson.
Who?
Illustrious. That's me. I posted this like 2 years ago, and it just related to our episode for today. So I want to read it. I said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but God does not give everyone the same vision. There will be people that don't understand or accept your thought processes and decision, and that is okay. Embrace your differences.
Embrace your differences.
Embrace your differences. So our topic of the day is
when God says yes.
Hallelujah.
God says yes.
When God says yes, but people say no.
But people say no. It's nothing to talk about. You know, it's really not too much to talk about. Like, I've already got my yes from him, so your no really doesn't mean anything. But sometimes we let people, like, discourage us from the choices that we've made. Like, you know, or the choices we're going to make, the direction that we're going with our lives. And, yeah, I've actually stopped doing that, you know. Just say, F it. You know, I'm doing what I was told to do in most situations.
Without trying to explain yourself, because really, you don't got to explain yourself to nobody.
I'm grown woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I shouldn't have to explain to people like why I made the decisions that I made. But last year, situation occurred to where I was getting ready to move, and I was trying to move closer to my job. So I decided to stay where I stay now, and the price is a bit up there, but the price is the price, and I needed somewhere closer to live, and that's somewhere where I wanted to live, a place where, you know, like I had prayed, y'all. I was fasting. I was doing all of that good stuff. Like, God, should I make that move? You know, should it be these? Should it be this apartment? You know how stressed I was.
Yeah, for sure.
Like going back and forth, you know. So, and it's like God always give you what, let me see. They say he knows the desires of your heart, right?
Right.
And we don't always get what we want. But just, I've noticed, like, if I think about what I asked for initially, I always end up getting that. Because sometimes I ask for something, I pray about it, but then I kind of like, dang, maybe it ain't going to work out. So I rearrange some stuff and say, okay, well, I'll settle for this.
You don't have to settle.
You don't have to settle.
There's
You
no
do not.
settling.
In that situation, I learned that, like, you do not have to settle. So after I had looked at apartments for I don't know how long, I was like, you know what, bro, I'm not gonna be able to afford this one, so I'm gonna go to this next apartment, right? That was cheaper. Looking online, that's what it was. It looked like it was cheaper. Apartments, they were like the same, but really what sold me on mine was I'm not gonna lie, the lazy river is really what sold me. Like, let's be real, I like to swim. It's a nice apartment. The closet was bigger. Like, I'm looking at all of these things, like the layout of the home, everything, price per square footage. I used to work as a leasing agent, so I know like how this stuff worked. And so I went to one apartment, the one that I was going to settle for. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and get this one. But some told me, just try this one, the one I wanted originally,
the one you actually
that
wanted.
I forgot about. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna get that out of my head. I know I can't afford it. Forget that, right? Whole time, that apartment that I wanted originally, the one I prayed for, it was the right price. And it just amazes me how we will go back on our word because we're scared. We feel like it's not going to work, or we're not going to get approved, or we're not going to get it. Like, that was my apartment that I got approved for by myself. Didn't need no help. Like, that's a big thing because I couldn't do that a few years ago. So I'm like, God made that work, man. So you can't tell me this ain't for me.
That's what I'm saying. So did anybody try to doubt you? Like,
definitely.
so I ain't gonna ask you who, but
Right.
but like, what would they say to you? To doubt
Basically,
you?
just like to get a house. Why you not getting a house? You want to pay that, but you can't get a. You don't want to get a house.
Go ahead, cause my story reversed. Go ahead.
People crazy. No, they're not crazy. I get why he said it, but then again, people give you advice based off of their life and what they're doing in their life or what they did at their age. And I'm just like, yeah, it was easy to get a house back when you was my age. It's not that easy now. And if I thought I wasn't gonna get approved for this apartment, what make you think I'm gonna get approved for a loan for a house? And I know people have their ways and all that other stuff on, you can get it with this credit score and you can get it. Yeah, but it was crunch time. It was time for me to move. I wasn't finna, who's gonna let me come stay with them until I was able to build my credit up to get a house? So it was like, man, after that conversation I had that person, I was like, yeah, I can't go with them with information like that anymore. Not the big stuff.
It just helps you see who to tell stuff to and who not to tell. Like,
right.
Never mind, they negative.
Right, and that's what it is. It was like that whole situation just became negative. I'm like, I gotta prove I feel like I put so much time into trying to find somewhere to live, and I was blown away with the fact that I got it on my own. Like, that God said yes, you know, and people don't know what God said yes to. They don't know.
They don't know.
You giving me advice off of something you don't know about. You didn't pray about. Like, now, granted, if you prayed and was like, Lord, the Lord put this on my heart to tell you.
Why does she always turn into an 80-year-old woman? I don't understand.
It's something we did as a family growing up. Like, he put it on my heart to tell you this and that, but that's not what happened.
And my story is actually it's the reverse.
We'll hear about it.
Like, when I was my throat today is not clear.
Come on, throat today.
So I became a nurse when I was 22 years old. I went straight after high school and got my nursing degree. Started nursing. I was nursing for about 1 year, and I decided I wanted to buy a house. Right? I'm like, God told me, I prayed for a house. Like, I grew up in an apartment majority of my childhood. I'm like, I don't want to do it no more. Right. My whole life has been in an apartment. Nothing against people with apartments. That's just not what I wanted for me. So, you know, I started the process, and there were people in my ear talking about, like, you don't want to, like, it was my first time living on my own. I had never lived on my own. Right. I only lived with my mom. So people like, you don't want to start in an apartment first? A house is a big responsibility, and you got to handle everything. There's no maintenance man and all this stuff. And mind you, I lived in an apartment. I know.
Like, we know. That be my thing. Like, y'all act like we ain't did the research already on this.
We don't know.
Like, we don't know what we're walking into. That be my thing.
Bruh, I pray for this. God blessed me to be able to get my home at 23 years old. Yes. And like, you're so young and all this. I don't care. I don't care. I want a house, so I got my house. Like, leave me alone.
That's it. So it's like, thank you for the advice, but no thanks.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I'm not going to say it was bad advice.
What?
Yours.
Why wouldn't?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like, you got one, like, how was that flipped like that, though? You got one person telling me you need to be trying to get a house. And then you got this person telling her you need to try to be getting an apartment.
You need to start with an apartment so you, like, you know how to, I don't know what the reason was.
I don't know.
Because either way, I'm going to have a bed in there, and I'm going to lay in the bed and go to sleep and get up and go to work.
Have to pay the bills.
I'm still going to have to pay the bills. It don't matter.
How long did that person want you to be in an apartment?
They didn't even give me a time frame.
Oh, so they just leading you blind.
Just talking.
Just talking. Trying to make convo.
And same thing with nursing school. When I was at, like, Prairie View is known for nursing, bro. That's all they talk about. PV nurses, child. We one of a kind. I can't lie. But, like, we know that the nursing program is hard. Like, a bunch of people I know filled out. It is difficult. But God had already told me that I'm going to get through it. So I had almost let people's fears get to me, bro.
You can't let nobody else's fear dictate your life.
I was like, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to pass. I'm not focused enough. And I went straight through it, bro.
Straight through. My girl ain't have to take what they call the NCLEX.
NCLEX? CCLEX? NCLEX is after you graduate. What you talking about? HESI? What you talking about?
She ain't have to take none of that shit over. Do you hear what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with people taking it, but I'm just saying, like,
you talking about my NCLEX?
Didn't I say NCLEX?
But you said you ain't.
Whatever it is, you did. You were one when it came to the big stuff. You were one and done.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I had to literally, like, be like, that's their life. It's not my life. Because I knew people who couldn't even get in because they was already failing.
Right.
And I was just like, that's their life. I can still do this. Let me focus on myself. And I did that.
And now my girl got a master's. So they say you cannot let people's fear dictate your lifestyle, period.
What about jobs?
What about them?
Did you ever have any, like, situation like that when it came to a job?
Yeah. Like, I'm going to say quitting my everyday job, my secure job for the waterfront, that was already difficult, right? But when I got to the waterfront, I worked in the city for long enough, if you ask me. A lot of people wouldn't agree, but that's their business. My life is my life, you know. And that's another thing. People are like, go work in the city, get your hours, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All of that. That was great, but I just wasn't feeling that heat on my back every day. I had did it 5 months, bro. I'm like, what more do you want from me? Like, people didn't like that they don't like the fact that a lot of us just starting out wants to go to big money instead of staying in the city. That's insane to me because you just want me to be in the sun like
Right.
for 13 hours. I
That's
was working
ridiculous.
7 to 8. Is that even 13 hours?
Yeah, that's 13.
Shit. Sometimes you gotta work through. It was a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people would say, oh, well, when the work gets slow out there, you gonna want to come back. Well, hell, if the work slow out there, it's slow out here. It's slow right now. Both of them. So that right there, like, it grinded my gears a little bit because, like, I get y'all been out here for years, but sometimes you just gotta let people, you know, do what they do. Once
Right.
again, thanks for the advice, but after I tell you, no, I'm not going that route. The
Right.
fact that you still trying to push it down my throat, it's not gonna help it. It's not gonna change my decision.
And people think they helping. I mean,
Some of them do, and some of them are just, how do you say it? I don't want to say controlling, but I don't know. They just try to put their life on you. Like, they had to get it out the mud. I got to get it out the mud too.
yeah.
I don't want that for me or my kids. You know,
Mhm.
that's just not what I want to do. But leaving the city is when, let's talk about when God tells you, but what did I say? Like what I told you already.
Mhm.
So I had been praying, saying like, Lord, because that people had me scared, like, oh, if you leave the city, you're not gonna make your hours, or you're not gonna get work, you know, out there big money. So if I would have let them, you know, like if I would have let that talk stop me from going to big money, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Right.
So I had been praying. I'm like, God, should I leave? Should I stay? You know? And God, he don't be, for some reason with me, he be slow on his feet with other stuff. He not slow on his feet. It's God time. And yeah, you're right. But it's like, I be like, Lord, where my man at? I ain't heard him get, but when I say, Lord, should I quit this job?
yes.
Not even a minute later, I'm looking up in the sky, and the answer is there. It could be the smallest things. I can be like, Lord, did I see such and such, or why did this go like this? And I could get an answer that quick, you know? So I have been praying, like, should I leave or should I stay? And something happened, and I'm just like, I'm not liking this treatment, you know? So, like, I'm really ready to go. I'm ready to go. I don't want to. I'm tired. I'm finna dip.
Yeah.
I got a message, and it was a little nice, nasty, but I ain't. It ain't do nothing but make me move my feet quicker. So I looked up, y'all. I was laying in my bed. I got that message. I'm like, damn, should I go ahead and quit now? And at my job, quitting is just, I'm not coming back to work over here. You just don't come back. It's not like you just lose your job. You just done with that particular position. So I was like, should I quit? I got up out that bed, y'all, and I promise y'all, I looked up. I said, God, I said, should I do it? I looked up. I promise you, I just heard, but what did I say? I already told you what to do. That was the response. I already told you what to do. Like, it's like he's saying, like, why you keep asking me the same thing? We done went through this how long? So I sent that message, and I ain't looked back, you know? And all of that other stuff, oh, when the work gonna get slow, it's gonna get slow. It's slow out there, and it's slow out here. So
It don't matter.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
When the ships ain't coming in, they not coming in. So there is that.
What about like your own like self-doubt? Because I've dealt with that.
Yeah.
Getting this last job, it's my first like nurse educator job after getting my master's. So I was like, bro, I just got this master's degree. I have no education experience.
Right.
Like, I was just feeling super unqualified. Like, these people are way smarter than me. They got doctorates. Some of them got doctorates.
Yeah,
And
you can be in your own way sometimes.
God had already told me I was going to be a nurse educator.
Right.
He already told me that. Because first of all, why he going to allow me to complete my nursing education master's degree and not give me a job, not let me get a job, you know? So I was just kind of nervous and just really unsure. I had one job interview. Feel like that was to prepare me for the job I have now. Because I didn't get the first job. I didn't get. And then I was like, oh, Lord, that means I wasn't supposed to do this. But then I got the second job. They called me like the next day and offered me the position. So
that's the thing. So when he tell you yes, right? Like, you got this in the bag, but then something comes along the line and discourage you. You done forgot what you prayed for. You done forgot that he already told you you're going to have it. Sometimes you just have to sit back and be patient. And sometimes it's right off the rip.
Right, that one was right off the rip.
Like, that apartment was right off the rip. This one, she was like, damn, I ain't get the first, you know. The interview, it didn't go.
Which it ended up working out, because this job that I have now is much more chill and relaxed than the job I had originally applied for. So he gave me exactly what I needed. So if I would have got there, I would have been like stressed at work. You know,
he give you what you need.
He give me what I need, and I'm so grateful. So grateful.
That Facebook post I had posted. Could you pull it up real quick? Let me see something.
Let me see something.
Let me see something real quick. Because that situation with that apartment really had bothered my spirits. Like, I was in the car crying. Like, dang, I ain't do nothing right. I just got this on my own. And I was just crying. I really had felt some type of way. So, my thing is, people don't know, like I said, people don't know what you pray for. They don't know what you fasted for. Like, the steps, just know the steps I'm taking are based off what he has told me. Like, the big steps. We talking about, like, you know, getting a car or buying a house, that type of stuff. Like, I really don't need too much of an insight on that. Right. And we get it. A lot of, especially our parents, like, they try to guide us the best way they know how, right? But it's like, I know these shoes look familiar, but they not the same size. It ain't the same brand.
Y'all posting that. That's a quote. Where you got that from?
From me.
Girl, the illustrious.
I don't like that word.
Why you don't like illustrious? That means you're well respected, you know?
Well respected.
Illustrious.
But yeah, they don't know. Y'all was wearing baby fat back then. Y'all was wearing, what's the brand that they wore? They wearing K-Swiss. We ain't wearing that no more, baby.
K-Swiss?
K-Swiss. We not wearing K-Swiss no more. You know what I'm saying?
This girl's crazy. You finna read it?
No, I'm not. That's a lot.
Let me see. My favorite part of this.
That's what I was trying to find. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's too much. But my favorite part is that my tough decisions and steps lately have been based off of faith.
No, they were based off, not based.
Not what I've seen. Not based. Bathanaise. I got me some Bathanaise. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh, okay.
But look, I have found another quote, actually. I'm sorry.
And then after that, we're going to talk about when God says no.
No. God gives... Okay, that's part of this quote. God gives answers in 3 ways. He says yes and gives you what you want. He says no and gives you something better. Or he says wait and gives you what's best. So...
Keep that up.
Keep it up?
Keep that on the screen.
Okay.
So, a lot of times when he says no, right? It'd be like, God, please.
I'd be like, did you? I don't know. Let me go back. Let me go back and pray again. He didn't hear me the first time.
Yeah, right. It's still a no. Yes, it's a no for a reason.
Yeah,
it's a no for a reason, and it could be something better. It could be more than what you pray for. Like, we pray for stuff that be like so small. Like, go big or go home. You know?
Yeah.
And that no, it might get a little sad, but just wait it out. Just wait it out, because you just never know. It could be bigger. It's going to be bigger than what you've asked for.
Do you have a situation where, like, you were told flat out no? What?
I sure hate to bring this up every week.
What?
He told me I can't have no man right now. Damn. I should just be like, now, come on now. Woo. So I promise it's in the back of my head, y'all, but this is what we talking about right now. We being real raw, but that's my no.
So how do you?
That's why I say he be quick with everything else. Oksana, you can do this over here. You can have this. You can do that. You can't touch this. You can't touch it. Promise you, bro.
Did he tell you why? Do you know why?
I feel like the why is because I need to get myself together, maybe. I have a lot of stuff to do.
Gotcha.
Really. With myself. With this podcast. Like, you know.
Are you content?
And life is more than just having a man.
Definitely.
It's more than just having a... But goddamn, I be wanting to do some cute stuff now. I be wanting to wear some cute outfits. Go on trips. But God said no, so
I want to go on trips too. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait till it's that time for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody waiting on me. I'm like, hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Chill. Be for real. But God said no. So, really, that's my... And he's not saying no. He's saying wait.
What if he say no?
Wait.
What if he say no?
No. You can't tell me, man.
What if he say no? Like, just you not, no.
When, like, for my life? That's not... I don't think that's written in the Bible that he says you don't have... You're not going to have nobody, right? Right? Like, should I Google that?
No, I'm playing. He's definitely saying wait.
I feel like he's saying wait, though. And he, like, seriously, like, over the years, you know, I would meet somebody and be like, oh, it's a little whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. It has been no whoop or no whoops. None of that. The past 2 years.
No whoop-de-whoop?
No whoop-de-whoop. The last whoop-de-whoop was CC. Okay? That was the last one. That was 2021. It's 2023. So, yeah, it's like, and I feel like that's what it is. He says wait. And, you know, but while you wait, you have to, I got to work while I wait. And I just feel like I haven't been putting the work into myself, like, full force. Like, I've been just, I've been slacking. I will start the work and then stop.
That's what it is. It's like keeping it going is the problem. Like, I can go to the gym for a week, but then the next week I'm not going, bro. Like, I just be in the bed, eat ice cream.
Yeah, and then the weight is, I forgot. It ain't. I do know why. Besides me working on myself, like I said, one of the other episodes. It's wait until you get to know me first. That's why that's why nothing has been smoking. Ain't no fires burning. Ain't no sparkles. Ain't no butterflies. There's been nothing. Okay, because he don't want me. I'm already distracted enough. So add on to that distraction, it ain't gonna be good. You know, I'll be too far gone then. So that's what that is. That's the wait. What's up? Why you out?
Well, I'm gonna wait with you. I'll wait patiently.
You gonna have to.
I'm ready to plan a wedding.
That too, man. Come on, somebody.
I am so ready.
What was the last one though? What do you feel like he has told you no about?
I can't really think of anything.
That's probably good.
Right off the bat, because I ask for guidance beforehand. Like, I say, Lord, order my steps.
Right.
So I just follow his lead.
That's the right thing
So
to do.
I don't know anything that he said no. I mean, no, I can't think of anything
Not a
right now.
purchase, going somewhere. God be telling me no when it comes to those trips.
Purchases for sure. There's a lot of things I have purchased that I shouldn't have purchased, but I still did it. I was disobedient though.
Okay, when it comes to trips, I listen. I'm not gonna get myself in a bind. I told them no about Jamaica last year, knowing I wasn't gonna be able to go, and just so happens they're in Jamaica the same weekend as my grandmother's funeral.
Dang.
Everything happens.
It works out for a reason.
It works out. Just like everything else in life, it's gonna work out, you know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything though.
So work while you wait. It's one of the key things. Work while you wait. Do the work.
Do the
You
work.
know, the no is for, just think of it as something better is gonna come. Like, you know. And the yes. Know how to handle your yes too.
Be responsible
Be
with
responsible
the yes.
with your
We just
yes.
talked about that. Being a good steward.
Being a good steward, you have to be responsible with your yes.
A good steward over what God has given you. And I am working on that because I don't be stewarding.
You don't be stewarding. That's okay. We're going to get better.
Not all the time. I try to, but I could do better for sure.
Yep, so
there we go. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Easy On Me podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss any new episodes. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.